Hi, welcome to Cooking for Your Hot Wife. Many men have married way above themselves, and you know that, and everybody else knows it also, because they always ask you, how did you get her? Well, one way to repay your wife for marrying below herself is to cook for her. So here's some simple tips and things you can do to show her your appreciation. And cook for your hot wife. Hey girl, let's cook for mama. You wanna cook for mama? Yeah, for mama. Okay, today we are gonna make some potatoes au gratin. And we're gonna start out with horse potatoes. Russet potatoes are really good. And yellow sweet onions, they have to be sweet. And some Amish butter. Amish butter. Okay, not regular butter, but Amish butter. And whatever cheese you have in the house. I prefer, I have a little fontanella, which melts really good. Okay, and I got some sharp cheddar cheese. The sharpness gives you better flavor. And I have some Swiss cheese. We want to make it really, really cheesy. Some salt. Have some leftover cheese, whatever that is. We're gonna put that in there. And a little bit of goat cheese. Goat cheese has that little bitter taste. And when she takes a bite of it, she's gonna think, what's in there? But never ever tell her what you put in there. Don't tell her your secrets, because you're really gonna impress her with this. And a little bit of, I have coarse salt. It's a lot thicker. So when you bite down, sometimes you get like a crunchier bite. I love that. And a little bit of Goya, secret recipe. This is a secret ingredient. Never ever tell her that you use this. This is gonna give some color too, which is gonna make a great presentation. And my wife's hot, and she loves things spicy. So you may not wanna do this for your hot wife, but my hot wife loves things hot. I don't know if that's what makes her hot, but I definitely don't, look at me, I definitely don't deserve her. But this is, I'm gonna put this in there especially for her. And some heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. So we're gonna throw all this together, and I'll show you how we do it. I'm gonna start the oven. I'm gonna put it on 350 and let it heat up. And then I'm gonna, when it comes time to fix it, I'll put it on about 400, 420. So, okay, let's put it all together. Okay, I have a really good friend that sells cooking supplies, and I got this from him, and I love it if I can hook it up the right way. So I'm going to, let's see, it goes this way. Okay, we're gonna prepare a really good piece of equipment here. Gonna latch it down, and we're gonna get the potatoes ready. If I do it the right way, if I hook it up the right way. So, you wash my potatoes. Okay. I never want to, I got a little helper back here in the back. I don't know if you can see the helper. And that's it's my hot wife's kid. My kid too. And appears she has gotten into the cinnamon, and she's making cinnamon apples. So maybe we'll do that on one episode. We'll do cinnamon apples. Or cinnamon bananas, I'm sorry. That's a banana. We will, oh, bananas Foster. Look at that. Come over here. Let's take a look. Looks like she's making bananas Foster today. Got a little cinnamon and the banana, and looks like I'll have to go out and get some rum and have bananas Fosters a little later. So here we go. We got to start with potatoes au gratin, or au gratin potatoes. I don't know exactly how you say it, but we're going to slice them thin. This is almost potato chip thin, because you want them to cook easily. The thinner they are, the easier. I'm going to slice them really thin here. And we're not going to take off the, we're not going to peel them. I like the texture of the peel. I like the flavor of the peel. Apparently it has vitamins and it's healthier for you. And I like the presence of it too. It gives a little bit of color to the dish. So there we go. We got a bunch of potatoes. And I'm going to add onions. I almost want to have half and half onions and potatoes. You're not going to be able to, the onions will kind of melt. If we do it the right way, they'll kind of melt and you can't even hardly tell they're in there. So let's put some onions in here. Okay, we got a couple onions here. Thought I had one more onion. Let's see. Here it is. Small onion. It's nice having a little helper there. I know a lot of people that talk about their grandkids and kind of missing out on that. So I made my own with my hot wife. And she loves the kitchen. Okay, we're gonna put some onions here. I found that the onions do not burn your eyes, they don't have flavor. So you want to get the yellow, sweet onions, and you want them to burn your eyes. If they're not burning your eyes, then they're not going to taste it. And it's all about the flavor. So we're going to do a couple little things here. Okay. All right, so if you look at this, I have about a little less than half onions and potatoes. So one thing about this, you want it to be cheesy, you don't want it to be too greasy. Can you tell my eyes are running? So I'm gonna melt some butter, and you don't want it to be too liquidy. So I'm gonna add some butter and some cream. Let me see, when is the, okay. I have a few more days left on the expiration of the heavy cream. I'm gonna melt the butter again. And then we're gonna start layering it. On the bottom, I'm gonna make it in these containers here. On the bottom, I always like to put some type of fluid level, either butter and a little bit of cream, so that way when it cooks up, and when you try to get the potatoes out of the container, out of where you cook them in, you can get them out better. It won't stick on the bottom. So, okay, just a couple more seconds on the butter. And I'm going to put a little bit of cream. We're going to shake it up here. And we're going to put heavy cream in here. A little touch of heavy cream. Just enough to make the bottom full. Shake it up a little bit. Just to coat the bottom. And that can be really hot. Be careful when you take it out. And just a little bit of butter. A little bit of butter. Okay. So there we go. We got the butter. Okay, we're going to start with a layer of potatoes. So layer of potatoes. They're cut really thin. You can see it's about this instrument I have here. Slicer, it cuts them about potato chip thin, and that's about right. Okay, now we're going to put some onions on top of that. Okay, so that'll give it some good flavor there. Onions on top, okay. And then we'll start with the cheese. And like I say, you can, whatever cheese you want. I like cheese that has a lot of flavor. I like it to either be sharp or have a little bit of flavor. So I went to the grocery store and this was right in the front on sale. This is a little Swiss cheese. So we're gonna put that on top. And layer that on there. We're gonna have to have some little cleaning up to do over there, I guess, a little later. But okay, look at that nice Swiss cheese. Okay, so I gotta layer that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of fontanella. Fontanella will melt. It's a nice tasting Italian cheese. I always called it fontanella growing up. It's you got fontina, but it melts really nice. So I'm gonna put one slice. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put one slice each on top of here. How about a half a slice? That looks like a lot too much cheese there. Okay, so we're gonna want that, we're gonna want a little bit of flavor. So I'm gonna put a little bit of, and this will get us some. This Goya. I use the Goya Con as saffron, so that's saffron. And that's going to give us a little bit of color too. See how nice that is? Look at that. Okay. She's going to be impressed. Your hot wife is going to be impressed with the presentation. Okay. So now we're going to put another layer of potatoes on there. Another layer of potatoes. Push it down a little bit. Another layer of potatoes. Push it down a little bit. So, about. Gonna save a little bit of room. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. This is a salt is big pieces of salt that's granulated. Yeah. And we're gonna put a little bit more butter here. Butter. Up. You want to get up? Look a little dirty there, girl. Okay. And just a little bit of heavy cream. Look how nice that looks. Okay, good. And now the last layer of cheese. I didn't put onions on there, did I? Did I put onions on there? Nope. Didn't put onions. Onions, onions, and onions. That's it. Okay, so you don't want to build up too much or it'll overflow. So got a little bit of goat cheese right here. Up? You want up? Okay, she wants up. So a little bit of goat cheese here. And goat cheese right here. Okay, and now we'll finish it off. I like to finish it off with especially for the color, some cheddar cheese, which I have someplace. Okay? Up. She wants up. Okay. It's gonna be my wife's right here, so we're gonna put the hot peppers on top of it. Crushed red pepper. Sometimes you can grind this up where it's like a powder, and that has the same flavor but a different texture. So we're gonna put this on here. let's see, let's do this. Let's do this one. This is sharp cheddar. We're gonna put that on top. I've used everything I said I was going to use. Gotta watch your knuckles. Be really careful. Definitely take your knuckles off. So, some sharp cheddar on top there. The sharper, I don't like extra sharp. And here we got some sharp cheddar on top. That's pretty good. Push it down just a little bit. I don't want it to overflow. I think it'll do it. So I have the oven set on 350 here, but I'm going to turn it to 450. I'm going to put the potatoes in. You can also put some sour cream in there too if you like, but I don't want it too watery. So I'm going to turn it to 420. Cook it for about 45 minutes. And then I'm going to take the top off. So what I don't want the cheese to burn. So you can take a look here. Look in here, see where the cheese is? So I don't want the cheese to burn, but I want it to cook. So we're gonna put these together here. And I'm gonna put a cookie pan on top. And so that way, the cheese won't burn, but everything will cook all the way through. So I got about 420, and let's go about 45 minutes. And then we'll check it. And then after 45 minutes, I'll take the top off, maybe cook it for 10 more minutes. If I want it to brown, I can put the broil on and give it a nice brown look on the top. Okay, check back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been 40 minutes on 420. That's what it looks like. Can you hear it? Okay, so it's boiling. So I'm going to take the top off without hurting myself. Oh, look at it. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Okay, so we're going to let it brown. You can see it's cooking. It's not too oily. I always worry that it's going to be too oily. So there it is. It's 420. And I'm going to go about 10 more minutes on it and let it brown. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. We're going to look at it. Oh, it's nice and brown on top. Ooh, boy, that's hot. Okay, nice and brown on top. And we're going to turn it off. Cancel that. Okay. And look at that. Wow. So let's see. I don't have anybody helping me with the camera. Let's see if we can get that out of there without burning ourselves. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna grab one. Wow, look at that. See that nice color? Okay, it's not too greasy. I don't see a lot of grease coming up the top. And that looks really nice. See how it cooked down? So it's going to be thick. Let's grab another one. Ooh. Ooh, that's hot. I got this glove right here. I'm reaching in there. It's supposed to be oven proof, but it wasn't that time. So that looks good. That one's a little brown on the top. Look at that cooking there. Okay. And let's get this other one. Let's see. And there's the third one. So Don't know exactly what the difference in the colors are, but look at that. Wonderful. Listen to that. Wow. Okay. We'll let it cool down a little bit. And then let's see. Okay. All right. We'll see if your hot wife is happy. Again, this is for your hot wife. So I'm gonna hold that. I have this little scooper. I love the way that is, the way it's made. So I can go right around the edges. So I'm gonna go right around the edges. And again, presentation is very important. Your hot wife presents herself a lot better than you present yourself. So let's make sure we present the food the way that she will appreciate it. Okay, so I got all that out, and we're gonna put it right here. Let's scoop all that out. Okay, great, look at this. So there is her au gratin potatoes, or potatoes au gratin. Okay, so that was actually cooked for about, the baby's, I got, the baby was, okay, she wants her hot mama. So that was cooked for about 50 minutes. So we'll see what she says. It's great, honey. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so here we have it. What I like about this is every bite is different. So one bite you may get the cheese that's a little burnt. The other bite you may get a little piece of goat cheese. So that's what I think is important about a nice meal, is that every bite is different. So, okay. There's